Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Serbia. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we got a lot of the introduction events over with last time. Is smooth sailing from here. Okay, the emboldened socialist movement. Of course, what we want is basically we want the more radical form of the Socialist Party to take power. We will let them, there we go. And see, this is what we want, is that we want this right here. We're going to allow, right now it's a socialist worker-led popular front. We don't want that. I think we want a complete socialist coalition. We do not want the social liberals in charge. Not in charge, I should say. We don't want them in government. We want them the hell out of here. Okay, unrest amongst the Chetniks. What do we want to do here? Radicals gain support. No, we want to make sure, pressure Chetniks. We want to make sure this is done. We do not want the Chetniks to be powerful. It's bad for us. But what we do want is some lovely opium. Honestly, I don't know if you can go wrong with opium. It's a good time for everybody. We do not want you. 54 political power. What do we want to do with 54 political power? We could tap Chetnik Association. We can get some manpower off of you. Like if we were to switch these over. 750 guns. I mean, how many guns do we have? We have 750 right now. When you're at 18 combat with. We cannot train units quite yet. We're waiting on the Treaty of Overhaul to be disbanded. I think that happens. It happens a little bit before the election. So we have, you know, a few months left to go until we can actually start training up some units. But while that's happening, we are, you know, we can stockpile our guns, and that's good. More guns is nice. Okay, the Republican election strategy. What we want them to do is we want them to pressure the right, weaken the right wing, because if the right wing's weakened, then the left wing will be looking pretty good. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's really all there is to say about it. When we get 75 political power, we'll probably want to do more service propaganda. More war support, more recruit population will be nice. Again, we're a very small country. We don't have a lot of population right now. Offer from the conspiracy. The conspiracy has been observing the election of 1936 from the shadows, and the growth of the socialist movement in Serbia has left them concerned. There's no threat of the revolution, at least not yet, and a moderate faction of the SRP is firmly under the secret society's control. But they nevertheless present an unexpected factor in Serbian politics. And when the restoration of Great Serbia is on the line, the thing that which the conspiracy wants the most is no unwanted surprises. So the military offers to provide its support to the Republican Party and start a secret intimidation campaign among the socialist ranks by pressuring some other more vocal figures to shut their mouths and fall in line. It is too risky. We do not want the conspiracy getting involved in any way. They will be getting involved later on. But we do not want them right now. We got Zentism, which is basically like a new wave art movement inspired by the horrors of World War I. There we go. The youth are troubled in some way. We'll gain a little bit of support off this. And now, okay, we're still a popular front. But when the Republicans lose support for not responding to Black Monday, it should become a joint socialist coalition. That's what we want to see right there. Now that we've got our opium farms, we can now start dealing with Black Monday. We'll go with you first because you actually give me a civilian factory. You're slightly better than this one up here. I don't know if you really care about... I mean, the bonus sports industry tech will be nice. But I think that's something we can hold off on at least a little bit. And the Vidodian speech, that is... I believe this happens after the election. We got destitution in the countryside. Of course, we will do the spectrum of socialism. 3/4 of the Serbian adult population is engaged in agriculture, and the absolute majority of them are subsistence farmers, only bearing growing enough food to support themselves and their family. The economic crisis has thus impacted these farmers severely. Many racked up debts in the months following the stock market crash and have lost their homes as a result, while others struggle to support themselves with the little land that they have. This has made agrarian issues an important talking point in the election, as several parties have been isolated as the front runners and a valuable farmer voting bloc. The Agrarian Party, run by Milan Gorlevic and Jovan Pizon, have traditionally represented farmer interest, but have yet escaped from their opposition. The Republicans have traditionally been an urban-centered party, but many of their members have been building support blocks in the rural, Uzbek, and Montenegro regions throughout the past decade. And finally, the socialist workers, with their program of radical land redistribution, cannot wait to take advantage of the crisis. Of course, we're going to lose some stability, but we'll get some more socialist support. As far as I'm aware, you cannot have a sole socialist workers alliance. At least I have not seen it. I only saw the joint coalition. It might be possible, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll go concentrate industry 1. Thank you. And then once you are finished, we could... No, we actually need to modernize Belgrade for both of these. But then we'll stabilize the Serbian dinar. We'll worry about tractors later. I mean, again, a research bonus for something like industry is always nice to have, for sure. Political power minus 75. What are you at right now in terms of Scarred Nation? Oh, did I not even click the button? Yeah, please do service propaganda. Thank you very much. Right now, the conspiracy is at 13%. We need them to be pretty low. People's Radical Party. Radicals lose support. Or they both gain support. I mean, I'm not... Thing is, like, you can't actually see how much support they have. I'm going to give me a little save here. Just a little save. Because I don't want to lose political power for what I would say is obvious reasons. Okay, no, we're still looking good. And we didn't have to lose 50 political power. Thumbs up from me. Abilities at 5%. We can modernize Belgrade soon as well. I mean, one civilian factory, one military factory. When we have such a small economy, like, that is a 33% industry growth. I'm 100% happy to take it, for sure. It's a pretty big jump. And then after that, we'll probably go resume cash crop production. Maybe. What about you? National Sarid. Leave the Warhol's Free Trade Union. That's more of a little future thing. Oh no, this is the event. This is the event that we want, so we can actually start training troops. The Vidovdan speech. The day of Saint Vitus, or Vidovan in the Serbian language, is considered to be the most important date in the national identity of Serbia. It is a day that in 1389, the medieval kingdom of Serbia defended its independence against the Ottoman Empire in the Battle of Kosovo, an event which forged the national myth of the Serbian people for centuries to come. Ever since 1918, however, the commemoration of the day has been silent and modest. It was a day that Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated in Sarajevo, an act which many Serbs cannot live past, for it brought them so much destruction and loss. During the reign of Alexander II, a small monument was erected in Gabstein in order to honor those who fell in battle, but the observations remained small. 1936 was different. President Dragomir Vosic himself attended the observations in Gabstein, drawing large masses of Serbs to visit the monument for the first time. There, to thousands of his countrymen, he made a speech, and the language was shocking. For the first time since the end of the Vilkrieg, the leader of Serbia declared that what they all had experienced 20 years ago was a national humiliation. It robbed Serbia of its ancestral lands and the people of Nis and Macedonia, and Serbia must not rest until it finds a way to return them into from Bulgaria's fold. The heroes and martyrs commemorated during Davidovon fought for a free united Serbia after all, and the only way to honor their memory is to overthrow the shackles holding Serbia back today. The speech was met with applause and patriotic chants. While Visic's political opponents made announcements of electoral pandering, everyone can tell that this marks a sharp turn in the history of Serbia. And I will no longer abide by the Treaty of Warsaw and forge an independent destiny instead. This might lead to... Okay, it's going to lead to the Popular Front, but that's not a big deal. And we also got to make sure... we got to show Serbia's teeth. That really just requires us to do any of these three. We can't do the Congress of Belgrade, but we can get 3 free divisions. Which is probably what we're going to do soon. Radicals gain support. I don't actually know what I want you to do, to be honest. I don't want this. So I guess we'll just have the Radicals gain support for now. Yeah, that seems fine. So we've stabilized the Serbian dinar. I'll take 1918 weapons. And because we need to do one of these three in order to get this done. We also get more manpower, and we also fix more recruit population and war support. It's good. We just need one of the four focuses that we just unlocked. We should be A-okay on that front. Do I want anything with you? Or do I just save you to use a focus? Or a doctrine, I should say. I mean, reconnaissance is pretty good. Entrenchment's kind of okay. Training time is kind of ass. You know what? Give me the reconnaissance. Yeah, that sounds good. That's something that we could use. So we have an entrenchment. Mobilization speed goes down. Out of supply combat. We're just gonna go with a 10% defense. I would be pretty happy with that guy in my army for sure. 10 more days on you, but that'll be resolved now. Fantastic. We will modernize Belgrade. Or do I want you next? It'd be a 1% more recruit population, which would be nice. Leave the free trade area. I mean, you actually give me 150 political power. But we don't really... Like, what resources do we have? We actually have a lot of aluminum. But we don't need that much aluminum. We don't need that much chromium either. So actually, I think it's fine. We don't need to leave the free trade area right now. That can be like a future thing that we maybe worry about. These three guys, welcome aboard. Are you any... You know what? Offensive doctrine? I'll take it. I will take it. Support resistance. I mean, Bulgaria loses some stability. I don't think that matters, though. I genuinely don't think that Bulgaria losing stability is going to affect us in any meaningful way. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Zveno coup? I mean, they're like the pro-Russian faction, but Russia's not going to exist. So I guess they're... Well, if they're Zveno, they're pro-Russian, but I believe of Russia socialist, which they will be. I think they do join the Reichspakt. Social electoral strategy. We will go just for the Workers' Party. We're still in a popular front, which is a little... Which I think is kind of fine. I think. I'm just going to do a quick save just in case. I hope I didn't, like, mess up somewhere along this line. But we have the plurality, and that's kind of really... that's what we're looking for. A nice, lovely plurality. Okay, modernized you. We need you also. But you require us to leave the free trade area. You actually... No, okay, let's remove Black Monday first. I think that seems smarter. The election's going to be happening very soon. Once we get the election, what I want to do is just rush our way straight down into the war against Bulgaria. Because if we can do it fast enough before Bulgaria and the Ottomans sign a non-aggression pact with each other, that's the best situation, right? Because they'll be fighting Romania, Serbia, Greece, and the Ottomans. Like, the Bulgarians cannot... They can't deal with that. Which is what we love to see. What do we have in here? Entrenchment. Recovery rate's not bad. An okay infantry guy. By okay, I mean he's actually the worst that you can possibly be. Give me a defense. Give me a little defense here. How many units do you guys have? 10 to 32, 8 to 34. I mean, we see 2 Bulgarian troops on our direct border. I don't know what Albania is going to do. Okay. So the socialists have now taken power in the country. This is good. This is what we want. Now that we've gotten the socialists in charge, this unlocks these defending the revolution events. We need to make sure all of these 3 things happen. 1, we need 40% support for our party. That's not going to be an issue. Next up, we need to basically beat Bulgaria and also get the conspiracy down by a level. We can get that done as well. And then we got to prove ourselves to the people, which require us to get this focus, essentially. So we need to... There's no events in waiting, which may seriously disrupt the plan. I'm honestly not too sure what that is, but we need to basically weaken the conspiracy, which we can do via the National Council for Defense. This is what we're also looking for. I'm not too sure what the event is that they're talking about. But we'll worry about that afterwards. This is the event that we're looking for. A coup. A mere few days after the election concluded, the streets of Belgrade have begun to buzz with activity. Not only were the rumors of royalist sympathizers organizing a push against the socialist influenced government true, the situation even worse than they initially believed. The White Hand, led by former commander of the Royal Guard, Peter Zivkovic, has been playing the strings in the shadows. His military clique, loyal to the house of Kardakovic, played a pivotal role in Alexander's royal dictatorship and never quite dissolved, only moving to the underground to foster their resistance. Belgrade awoke to the sound of gunfire as Royalist brigade marched in, locking down the city and surrounding the parliament, taking Trifron Surlevic and the members of the legislature hostage. Peter Zivkovic made his two demands, ending the exile of the house of Kardakovic and the appointment of him as prime minister. Technically, Zivkovic isn't demanding for anything more, but logically, he will strong-arm the restoration of the monarchy within days, unceremoniously outing the republic. Many legislators were able to send out a telegram requesting for military assistance before the phone lines were cut, but it's unknown whether it was actually received. The other members of the parliament have two options to choose from. Either they can hope that the rest of the Serbian army is behind them, or take to the streets and rally the people with the popular guard which will resist the putsch. This should work, and the republic has endured. The Khan's coup collapsed in hours. The soldiers rallied to the side of the White Hand, faced off against reinforcements, and fearing that the Republicans were only able to rally more support as time passes, most of them stood down after brief skirmishes. Peter Zivkovic and the royalist officers commanding the conspiracy have all been seized and arrested for the conspiracy to overthrow the Constitution and destroy the Democratic Republic. All of them received harsh prison sentences, and the White Hand conspiracy dissolves for good. And with that, you'd love to see it, and I'm assuming that is the event that they were talking about. Yes. But for right now, I think there's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everyone for watching my Anthem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. Not enjoying, thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.